Do you believe that even at 60 or 70, your legs can still be as strong and flexible as they were at 40? It might sound unbelievable, but I've seen it happen, time and time again, with my own patients. Sometimes all it takes are familiar foods, eaten the right way, and your body begins to wake up again. Your legs regain their strength, your steps feel lighter, and every movement becomes easier. In today's video, I'll share 9 simple foods that can help keep your legs strong, flexible, and full of energy, no matter your age. Number 1. Eggs, the perfect protein for strong muscles. There's something I often tell my patients, especially those over 60. Your legs are the most honest reflection of your age. If your legs are still strong, it means life still has many beautiful things waiting for you to enjoy. One of my patients, Linda, 72, once told me, "Doctor, I'm not afraid of getting old. I'm just afraid that one day I won't be able to walk out into my garden or take a stroll with my granddaughter." That sentence stayed with me for a long time, and I said to her, let's start with something simple, just 1 egg a day. It may sound too simple, right? But eggs aren't just an ordinary food. They're a complete source of protein, containing all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to build and repair muscle. Many people think they need to work out hard to gain strength, but the truth is, your body can only rebuild itself when it's properly nourished. Inside that golden yolk lies vitamin D, a small spark that strengthens your bones, and choline, a nutrient that keeps your nerves and muscles working together in harmony. Think of them as tiny bricks, quietly rebuilding your strength from the inside, helping you rise more easily, walk more steadily, and move with renewed confidence. So if you're listening to this, I want you to imagine this. Every morning, when you eat an egg, it's not just breakfast. It's your way of telling your body, I still care. I'm still investing in myself. Age may slow us down, but with the right nourishment, your legs and your life can still be as strong as they once were. Number 2. Sweet potatoes, long-lasting energy for every step. You know, strength in our later years isn't really about how much we can lift. It's about how far we can go without feeling exhausted. I've had so many patients tell me, "Doctor, I just wish I could climb a flight of stairs without stopping halfway." And the truth is, you can, once you understand how your body creates and sustains energy. I often tell my patients, your energy is like a fire in the kitchen. If you burn paper, it flares up and dies quickly. But if you use solid wood, the fire burns slowly, warmly, and lasts for hours. Sweet potatoes are that solid wood for your body. This naturally sweet root is rich in complex carbohydrates, releasing energy steadily without the blood sugar spikes you get from white rice or pastries. It's also packed with vitamin A, potassium, and beta-carotene, nutrients that quietly fight inflammation, prevent cramps, and help muscles recover faster. I remember Robert, a 68-year-old patient who told me even walking around his block left him exhausted. I suggested he swap his morning toast for a baked sweet potato and a glass of warm water. Just 2 weeks later, he came back smiling. "Doctor, I don't know what kind of magic is in that potato, but now I can walk through the whole park without stopping once." And that's not luck. Science backs it up. The complex carbs in sweet potatoes keep your body fueled for hours while stabilizing your heartbeat and reducing muscle inflammation. So next time you need a nourishing breakfast, skip the sugary pastry and try a warm baked sweet potato instead. Each bite isn't just food, it's steady energy that helps your legs carry you farther, one strong step at a time. Number 3. Salmon, rebuilding strength and boosting circulation. Have you ever noticed that when your legs start to weaken, everything else seems to slow down too? I've heard this from so many of my patients in their 60s and 70s. "Doctor, it feels like my body just doesn't listen to me anymore." Climbing a few stairs leaves them tired. Walking a short distance makes their heart race. And when I ask about their diet, the answer is often the same. I eat light, mostly soup and vegetables. I avoid fish or meat. But the truth is, after 50, your body doesn't need less food. It needs the right kind of food. And salmon is one I always recommend to my older patients. I want you to picture this. Inside every piece of salmon are omega-3 fatty acids, the good fats that act like lubrication for your blood vessels. They help blood flow more smoothly, feeding every muscle, fiber, and joint, from your knees to your ankles, so each step feels lighter and more flexible. Salmon is also rich in high-quality protein, the raw material your body uses to rebuild the muscle that naturally declines with age. Studies show that eating salmon just 2 to 3 times a week can help maintain muscle mass, reduce soreness, and improve recovery after activity. I'll never forget George, a 74-year-old patient who relied on a cane because of knee pain. I suggested he add salmon to his dinners a few times a week. 2 months later, he came back smiling. "Doctor, I've put the cane away. I even walk to the park every morning now." Sometimes the miracle isn't found in a pill. It's right there, on your plate. A piece of lightly grilled salmon with lemon and olive oil might just be the first step towards strength, balance, and freedom in every movement. Number 4. Avocado, the secret to fighting stiff joints and leg cramps. Have you ever woken up in the morning, stretched your legs out of bed, and suddenly been hit with a cramp so sharp it took your breath away? I've heard that story from so many older patients, and most of them say, "It's just age, doctor." That's normal, but the truth is, it's not just aging. Those cramps, that stiffness when you first stand up, it's your body's quiet way of saying, "I'm missing the nutrients I need to move smoothly." One of my favorite natural medicines for this is something simple: the avocado. It might surprise you, but avocados actually contain more potassium than bananas, a key mineral that keeps your muscles contracting and relaxing properly, preventing those painful nighttime cramps. And those healthy fats in avocados, the kind your heart and joints absolutely love, help reduce silent inflammation, the slow-burning process that tightens joints, stiffens knees, and causes hip pain in so many people over 60. I'll never forget Elaine, 69, who once told me, "I thought my knees were done for." But after a few weeks of eating avocados regularly, I felt looser, less pain. And oddly enough, I just felt lighter, happier. Scientifically, avocados are also rich in vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that helps repair muscle tissue after movement and protects cells from damage. And here's something fascinating: when you eat avocado with vegetables or salmon, your body absorbs fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K much more effectively. So next time you make breakfast, slice half an avocado, add a pinch of salt, and a squeeze of lemon. It may seem small, but that simple habit could be the secret to keeping your legs light, flexible, and full of life for many years to come. Number 5. Berries. When strength and youth come naturally. You know, there's one thing I've always believed: nature has its own way of healing us. And sometimes, strength, flexibility, and youthful energy don't come from supplements or the gym, but from something as simple as a handful of berries each day. I'll never forget Sandra, one of my longtime patients, age 67. She once told me that even a short trip to the grocery store left her knees aching and her legs feeling like they were made of lead. I suggested she start adding blueberries and strawberries to her breakfast instead of pastries or sugary jam. A few weeks later, she came back smiling, saying, "Doctor, I don't know if it's your berries or a miracle, but now I can walk around my whole neighborhood without feeling tired." That's not magic, that's science. Berries like blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries are packed with powerful antioxidants that protect your muscles and joints from inflammation. They also boost collagen production, keeping your muscles, tendons, and joints strong and flexible. I like to call them nature's bodyguards for aging, quietly fighting the wear and tear of time at a cellular level. Something you can't see, but you can certainly feel with every step. Even better, berries don't just strengthen the body, they help slow down the entire aging process. Research shows that people who eat berries regularly have sharper memory, brighter skin, and better mobility. So tomorrow morning, when you make your cup of coffee, toss a handful of blueberries or strawberries into your oatmeal. Each spoonful isn't just nourishing your body. It's a gentle reminder that while age can slow us down, it can never take away our vitality if we keep feeding it the right way. Number 6. Oats, building endurance and fighting fatigue. Have you ever felt your legs growing heavy? Just a few hours after waking up? You stand, take a few steps, and wonder, why am I already so tired? I know that feeling, and I've heard it hundreds of times from my older patients. One of the most common reasons is simple: your body is running out of steady fuel. Many people start their day with a cup of coffee and a slice of toast, thinking that's enough. But just a few hours later they feel dizzy, their legs ache, and their energy fades away. That's because the body isn't getting the kind of slow, lasting energy it truly needs. And this is where I always bring up oats, a simple yet powerful food, especially for anyone over 50. Oats are a natural long-burn source of energy. They're rich in complex carbohydrates, which stabilize blood sugar and release energy steadily for hours. Unlike the quick spike and crash from white bread or sugary pastries, oats are also packed with magnesium and iron, two minerals that help muscles relax, prevent cramps, and ease that heavy leg feeling after movement. I remember Daniel, a 71-year-old patient who told me he had to stop and rest every few hundred feet during his morning walks. I suggested he replace his breakfast with a bowl of slow-cooked oats, add a bit of milk, and top it with a few blueberries. 2 weeks later, he came back smiling. "Doctor, I don't have to stop anymore. I walk all the way around the lake. I feel 10 years younger." Our bodies, especially after 60, don't need more. They just need the right kind of nourishment. So tomorrow morning, try a warm bowl of oats with a few sweet berries. You'll see that real strength doesn't come from eating more, it comes from feeding your body what it truly needs. Number 7. Greek yogurt, strengthening muscles and bones. Together, I still remember one crisp autumn morning when Mary, a 66-year-old patient, came into my clinic with a slight limp. She smiled and said, "Doctor, I don't know what's happening. Lately, even bending down to pick something up hurts my back, and my knees feel weak." I asked her, "Do you drink milk or eat anything rich in calcium?" She laughed. "I don't like milk. It makes me feel bloated." I smiled and said, "Then I have the perfect alternative for you, Greek yogurt." Most people don't realize that this thick, creamy yogurt is one of the best foods for nourishing both muscles and bones, the two things we lose fastest after turning 60. Compared to regular yogurt, Greek yogurt contains nearly twice as much protein, helping your body build and maintain muscle mass, especially in your legs, the part of your body that carries you through every step of the day. It's also packed with calcium and probiotics, two key elements that strengthen bones and improve digestion. And when your digestive system works well, your body can truly absorb the nutrients that give you strength and vitality. A recent study found that older adults who eat Greek yogurt regularly tend to have higher bone density and better mobility than those who don't. I've seen the same results again and again with my patients, just a few months of adding Greek yogurt to breakfast or as a snack. And they don't just move better. They smile more too. I often tell my patients, eating a cup of Greek yogurt each day is like sending your body a message. I still care about you, and I want you to stay strong for years to come. Because sometimes staying youthful isn't about doing more. It's about nourishing your body the right way, with the simplest things. Number 8. Almonds, smart fuel for your leg muscles. I once asked a 70-year-old patient of mine, "Do you know why sometimes our legs feel weaker, even when we don't understand why?" He paused for a moment and said, "Maybe it's just age, doctor." I smiled. "Partly yes, but not entirely. Our bodies can still work beautifully if we give them the right kind of fuel. And one of the best smart fuels I always recommend to my patients is almonds. You don't need many, just a small handful each day, but the results can be remarkable. Inside those tiny nuts lies a treasure trove of nutrients, healthy fats that keep your heart and blood vessels strong, vitamin E that protects your cells from damage, and magnesium, a mineral that helps muscles relax, prevents cramps, and speeds recovery after activity. Many people don't realize that after age 60, the body absorbs magnesium less efficiently, which is why muscles tend to tighten or cramp at night. A handful of almonds can gently fix that. I remember Carol, 68, who once told me her legs were cold and stiff every morning. I suggested she eat a few unsalted roasted almonds each day, along with a glass of warm water. 3 weeks later, she came back beaming. "Doctor, the numbness is gone, and my feet feel warm again, just like when I was young." That's the magic of choosing the right source of energy. You don't need expensive supplements or complicated diets. Just one handful of almonds a day, a small but powerful fuel, can help improve circulation, speed muscle recovery, and keep your legs warm, flexible, and ready for every peaceful step of your golden years. Number 9. Spinach, a natural source of magnesium and nitrates. Have you ever noticed that sometimes just climbing a few steps makes your legs feel heavy and your heart beat faster than usual? Many people think that's just aging, but in truth, it's your body quietly asking for help, missing what I like to call its green fuel, the kind nature packed into those delicate leaves of spinach. I'll never forget Richard, a 72-year-old patient of mine who came in complaining of constant leg fatigue and numbness. He said, "I don't get it, doctor. I walk every morning, but my legs keep getting weaker." So I asked, "Do you eat leafy greens every day?" He laughed, "Well, I eat potatoes. Does that count?" I told him to simply add a small bowl of steamed or lightly sautéed spinach to his meals each day. And 3 weeks later, he returned smiling, "Doctor, I don't know what kind of magic is in that spinach, but now I can walk uphill without feeling heavy. My body feels lighter. That's no coincidence. It's pure science. Spinach is rich in magnesium, iron, and natural nitrates, 3 essential elements for muscle strength and healthy circulation. Magnesium helps your muscles relax. Iron carries oxygen to every cell, and nitrates naturally widen your blood vessels, allowing blood to flow freely and nourish your leg muscles more efficiently. When circulation improves, your legs feel less heavy, less cold, less sore, and every step becomes smoother and freer. I often tell my patients, every green leaf you eat is a gentle medicine nature made just for your legs. So if you want to stay agile at 70 or even 80, start with something simple, a bowl of spinach each day. It's natural, effortless, and more effective than any supplement I've ever prescribed. So now you know the 9 incredible foods that can help keep your legs strong, steady, and full of life every single day. But remember, true health doesn't come from one meal. It comes from the small habits you repeat every day. Start with something simple, 1 egg, a bowl of oatmeal, or just a handful of almonds, and you'll begin to feel the difference. If you found this video helpful, please hit like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Healthy Life Works to join me on this journey of staying strong, independent, and full of energy at every age.